Meanwhile, in Tupac news,
The shooting of Tupac Shakur once again underscores the violence that has surrounded this man since he shot the superstar.
People pulled up, opened fire. Shakur and Knight.
Tupac Shakur was shot several times in the chest. Shakur was pronounced dead.
Makaveli in this Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me?
Why you think nobody been arrested if they said they didn't want to kill Tupac? Be smart, son. Because Tupac not dead.
Allow me to introduce Makaveli the Dawn.
Top 20 reasons why Tupac is alive. Below are the top 20 reasons why Tupac is still alive. I have heard over 50 reasons to prove he is alive, but I decided on the top 20 and posted them here. I have included some other info that may prove some reasons wrong as well. Even some reasons that prove Suge Knight killed him. I suggest printing out this page so you can show everyone. If you think Tupac is dead or there's no kind of scandal in his death, prepare to be convinced otherwise. 1. Tupac now calls himself Makaveli. Machiavelli was an Italian war strategist who advocated faking one's death to fool their enemies. Tupac was a fan of his and had read his books several times. Perhaps Tupac is taking his advice. But that is not all Machiavelli did. Niccolo Machiavelli was a political, military theorist, historian, playwright, diplomat, and military planner. He is well known today. Some of his works are The Prince 1513 and The Art of War 1521. Note, Bone Thugs and Harmony's new double album, which features Tupac rather Makaveli, is called just that. The Art of War. Coincidence or not. 2. Tupac was cremated the day after he died. Since when does someone get cremated the day after a murder? There was no autopsy. Plus, no one can ask to dig up his grave like they wanted to do with Elvis and like they did with Abraham Lincoln. In the new book entitled Death of Tupac Shakur, there is a picture of Tupac receiving an autopsy. This may prove this reason to be false, or it's a fake, edited picture. To my knowledge, Tupac did not receive an autopsy though. I don't know about this picture. 3. Tupac has completed 2 movies, 3 LPs, and keeps on appearing on new artists' albums. Many of the unheard songs Tupac has completed are unreleased and not on any albums. Why would he do so much at one time? With so many people upset about Tupac's death, literally anything connected with him is bound to net a whole lot of cash. Yet Tupac had big plans for Makaveli Records. This may be why he's completed so many songs. Makaveli Records is the new record company Tupac planned on doing with the Outlaw Immortals. He was leaving Death Row Records. Suge Knight could have killed Tupac so they could get all the money. Tupac's mother is currently suing Death Row Records for this money. 4. In a 1994 interview with Tupac, he said before he went to prison that if he was ever sent to prison when he came out, he would be worse than before. He also said when he came out it would be like he was reborn. Was he speaking literally? He already died and he was worse when he came out of jail. Plus Tupac switched his rapping name from Tupac to Makaveli. That could be considered a rebirth. All that's left is a physical rebirth, a sighting, and so far he's already completed more than half of this prophecy. 5. The cover of Tupac's latest album, Makaveli, has Tupac looking like Jesus Christ. Could he be planning a resurrection? I am almost sure Death Row Records did this themselves for the publicity. It just adds to the whole Tupac alive stuff, which has been getting the album more sales. 6. Las Vegas is a payoff city, meaning all sorts of folks have been known to be on the take. That means doctors, press, lawyers, etc. This works both ways. The payoff city Las Vegas could be a factor in either Tupac faking his death or Suge Knight killing him. 7. The producer on the new Makaveli album is simply Simon. This was the apostle who helped Jesus carry the cross and one of the first to witness his resurrection. Could Suge be Simon? 8. There are many numerological coincidences. Tupac was gunned down exactly 7 months after All Eyes on Me was released. The number 7 keeps coming up too. He was shot on September 7th and survived on 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and died the 13th. This could explain the title of his new album. The Don Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory, Tupac was 25. His age adds up to 7, 2 plus 5. Even his time of death, 403, adds up to 7, 4 plus 0 plus 3. Also, on track 5 on the Makaveli album, the voice at the beginning says, "And if the Lord returns in the coming 7 days, then we'll see ya next time." He even talks about the number 7 on his album. There are more coincidences too. The newest is on his brand new double album entitled, Are You Still Down? This album was released on November 25th. 2 plus 5 equals 7. The 7-Day Theory continues. What's with this? 9. Inside the cover of Tupac's newest album, it reads, Exit Tupac, Enter, Makaveli. As if Tupac has died and Makaveli born. There is also that statement by Tupac saying when he came out it would be like he was reborn. Refer to number 4. 10. Tupac's video, I Ain't Mad at Ya, foretold his death. Tupac dies in that video. Then a new video came out under the name, Makaveli. It's just like Tupac died in, I Ain't Mad at Ya, and Makaveli was born in, Toss It Up. Exit Tupac, Enter, Makaveli. It all makes sense. 11. In the video, Toss It Up, Tupac is supposedly wearing some Penny Hardaway sneakers which were not available at the time of his death. Also, some say in the video, Live and Die in LA, when Tupac jumps in the car you see that he is wearing some Michael Jordan sneakers which were not available at the time of his death.
Go on his own now, living life thug style, so I can't smell.
If Tupac is dead, then his double is doing his new videos. So, that explains the shoes. 12. In Tupac's song, Life of an Outlaw, on the album The 7-Day Theory, he says, all for the street fame on how to be managed 6 months in advance to what we plotted, approved to go on swole and now I got it, Life of an Outlaw. This implies that Tupac planned his death in advance and now he is enjoying the success of his plan. 13. Tupac always wore a bulletproof vest but for some strange reason he didn't wear one this time, why not? I've heard Suge Knight was caught on surveillance cameras at the fight telling Tupac to take off the vest cause it was hot in there. If this is true, why would Suge Knight not want Tupac wearing his vest? 14. The memorial services that were open to the public were cancelled in both Los Angeles and Atlanta. This could be in the request of family or friends. It's quite possible. 15. Tupac's vehicle got shot 12 times and Suge didn't get hit once. He was grazed by a bullet. Why did Tupac get shot all those times and Suge not get hit? 16. The white Cadillac containing the assailants was never found. How could this be when Vegas is in the middle of a desert? 17. Las Vegas is in the middle of the desert. How come there was no helicopter chase? If someone were to rob a casino, the LVPD would have chased you down with some helicopters. How come this didn't happen with Tupac shooting? 18. A shooting involving Snoop Doggy Dogg occurred close to the release of his album Doggy Style, which made Snoop appear more real and showed that he really was a gangsta. The shooting gave him respect because everyone that bought his album believed what he was talking about. Within 1 week of its release, Doggy Style went platinum. Snoop is signed to the same label as Tupac, which is Death Row Records.
80 degrees when I tell that trick, please raise up off these NUTs, cause you get none of these.
19. Suge said he drove Tupac to the hospital and they had a coherent conversation. How bad was Tupac hit? In addition to all this, there are conflicting stories claiming that Quincy Jones' daughter was in the back of the car, and then she wasn't. What's the deal for real? 20. Have you seen the video of the song, Smile, by Scarface and Makaveli? I have heard it is not Tupac in that video. It is the look-alike from Ohio. That's why Tupac never looks at the camera. The video starts out showing a car just like the one Tupac got shot in, and the car of course has bullet holes in it. You then hear garbled words which I am currently decoding.
It's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to spell in the future.
Then, they show Tupac Makaveli up posing as Jesus Christ again. That's twice. Once on the album and now in this video.
Our lifestyles be closed caption, addicted to fake attractions, pictures and actions.
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is Makaveli Media. The video today was a look back at some of the mysterious theories surrounding around Tupac's death. There's some wild stuff that took place, y'all. Some things that still don't add up. But like I said, this was a flashback video. I got my information from a blog, a website called donmega.com. I thought it was very interesting. Matter of fact, it was one of the original theory lists blogs out there. I mean, this is from like the 1990s. And I thought it was interesting. I thought you guys might be interested to see or look back at some of the theories people first formed around Tupac's death. Very interesting. From him changing his name to Makaveli, to the Makaveli CD, to possible Suge Knight's involvement before we found out about Orlando Anderson and Puff Daddy. This was a lot of the things people believed. And this is still a lot of reasons why a lot of people still believe that Tupac might be out here somewhere. Well, anyway, I need you guys to share and like this video. Don't forget to sub to the channel. Once again, this is Makaveli Media. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.